Not so much so, but like the person you just shot, you know, you then have to process them. There could be heated feelings, you know, and then you knowing that you almost killed the person that you're processing and sending away from jail. I feel like it might be a hard, you know, you could be hard pressed to be unbiased a little bit, because you know you share that bad.
Isn't that already
horrible
a thing?
bond, I
They
guess.
shouldn't process the people they just shot, though, should they?
It's community policing right there. Sharing a
We
bond
always
with the people
process
of
the
this
people we
city. That's
shoot.
good shit, Trig.
If you have something.
Viv?
You don't want to respond to Cornwood? It's okay. It's okay. I'll get on with my point. I would suggest, if that's the case, that you have somebody with you to look over charges. Like, I understand what you're trying to say, but we should be expected to be objective. The biggest time that it would probably affect us is if we're the victim of a crime, right? As a victim, we probably shouldn't be prosecuting. But if we're the ones that have brought them into custody, we know full well what we're bringing them into custody for, and the reasoning behind shooting them. Therefore, we should, you know, have it clear in our minds what they've done to be able to prosecute like fairly, right? If we can't do, if we can't judge them sort of fairly enough to prosecute them afterwards, we probably shouldn't be shooting them.
Will they be alive until the meeting?
I don't mean that you
Probably.
would be unbiased as the main reason. I'm just saying that I feel like the objectivity goes a little bit skewed, because you have a sentimental feeling towards it.
Like need a mediator, maybe. Make sure that there's somebody there.
It's just like.
I was gonna say if it does happen again and I'm on duty, you could.
Isn't it only the other way around? If the officer gets shot.
I'm not talking about like me individually. I'm talking like this should be a process change in the PD. That
can you let me out so I can grab some food real quick?
Person, because believe it or not, you shooting that person also makes you a victim.
Hey, sir.
Unless everybody here.
No.
Shooting too.
We're not letting somebody dressed like that into the meeting.
Ma'am, are you a police officer?
No, sir, I'm not. Apologies.
Okay, I like to follow. Okay.
But I would like to see maybe a process change where. I don't know. It's tricky to express myself, but I did my job. I put the guy away, but it was a little bit awkward. Like, haha, I shot you 8 times. You know.
That's excessive force.
No, I know what you're saying.
And it was the first time I shot someone, so
hey guys,
what the heck?
I can't talk. I gotta go.
Hey, I get it.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm alone. You know, I'm not raised with guns and stuff. I have a different relationship to it, but the guns are dangerous. Not only physical health, but also mental health, guys. Remember that.
That's very true.
Is this guy supposed to be in here?
Which guy?
Donald Bush 24th. See,
What the hell? How did he just get
Wait,
in?
who? Wait, what's his name?
His name is Donald Bush 24th.
Trig, could you escort him out?
See you later, Cornwood.
Alright, out you go.
And Mr. Bush.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Police complaints.
All right.
Yeah,
let's get out
there.
there.
We're gonna have to wait until the meeting is done, sir.
Okay, my life's in danger.
All right. Ahem.
What are you doing?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag.
of the United States
United
of
States
America and to the
And to the
republic
republic
which it stands, one nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
with liberty
indivisible,
and justice
liberty
for all.
liberty and justice for all.
Skip the whole lines for it.
Honor the
Honor the
Texas
Texas
flag.
flag.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge
I pledge
allegiance
allegiance
to
to
the
the
Texas.
one
One
state,
state,
under
under
God,
God,
one
and
indivisible.
indivisible.
All right, hell yeah.
Good work, everybody.
That was like the most boring ass meeting I've been to in a
We
while.
don't really look. It's more.
Yeah, whatever.
Yesterday we had a song. It was different.
It's Texas, Ruby. It's Texas.
Like how he's walking away from me.
It's just a placeholder.
Who's walking what though?
We know it's not the flag.
Where are you going? Literally the back of the room.
This is not shift 1 anymore, is it? It's
Blind and old.
How you guys doing?
Glasses checking?
No, I just didn't even. Didn't even see you there.
Huh? Oh wait, I'm not invisible. I see how it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I don't take it
That's,
personally.
that's not what I'm saying. Okay, that's not what I'm
Sure,
saying.
it's not, bud. Sure, it's not.
Oh,
Okay, how do you
right.
want to do this? Do you want to go on patrol, or do you want to do it formally? How do you want to do
I
it?
don't know. So how does this all work?
You decide how you want to do it, and I go along with it.
Okay. Is it like you just ask what are the
I ask you
how
questions.
is it something that like how long does it normally take for an audit?
I've had 10 minutes, and I've had 2 hours. It literally as long as you want it to last.
Okay.
just questions in your opinion.
let's do it now then. Here, we'll go over to this corner over here. Does that work?
sure.
Yeah, I'll just do it over here. Yeah, I think this will be fine right here. Okay. All right. So how does this go?
Alright, I'm Jenny. This is I'm auditor. You know my past. I'm not going to introduce it.
There's
This is
no
Michael
fire
Simone, obviously
alarms in
current
here.
deputy mayor. Don't need to talk about him. You know him too. Are you okay with this being? Words are hard for me today. Let me find my brain.
Mhm.
Are you okay with this being notes being taken during this?
Yes.
And do you want to remain anonymous? And by that I mean all I am doing is putting at the end of my report a list of officers I spoke to. Do you want to be kept off of that, or are you happy to be on it?
You could put me as anonymous.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be anonymous?
I don't know. I just don't. I feel more comfortable doing it that way.
I will say that none of you will not be directly quoted or even directly alluded to in any of the report.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So what is your overall satisfaction with the PD?
Yeah, we can't really get a Texas flag to the budget.
You can be honest.
To be completely honest, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to tell you.
It's rough.
Okay.
I mean, there's times where we're doing good, but overall it's rough. I think sometimes there's a lot of struggle to get certain backup to certain calls, and you know, it makes you feel like you can't really do a whole lot. But I think that, and the fact that I think we end up spending too much time here at PD, for non-police reasons. Like I just feel like we spend too much time at PD instead of out there for the citizens. I know we there's still a lot of people who go on patrol. I mean, hell, I go on patrol all the time. And I'm always on patrol, always actively trying to be on patrol and not be here at PD. But I know there's a lot of times where we spend too much time here at PD, like politics and stuff. What?
Politics, okay.
No.
Do you believe that you have enough units currently in the PD to efficiently conduct your job as a police officer?
No.
Okay. What would be a sweet spot for
What the
you?
fuck is happening?
How do I explain this? I can still do I still go out there and do my job every day, but the amount of crime versus the amount of capacity we can handle is not enough. Like hell, we'll have like a one call for a violent felony happening, and then we're on that chasing these guys who just kidnapped or shot someone or stabbed someone, and we'll have another one we'll call for a stabbing happen or other thing happen, and we only have enough for like
Cake, what did you
we
want
have
to add
enough
again?
officers right now for like very limited crime, and a lot of times things aren't always going to be limited.
TTR,
Like
what was it called?
we'll have things that just won't get responses to because we can't afford the units to do it. And it's like we could sit there and say, oh yeah, one unit can go there, one unit can go there, but we can't just send one unit to like a violent felony or stabbing because that officer's just going to get shot. So we have to delegate like a good amount of units to actually be able to respond and handle a call, And we don't have in a lot of times we don't have the units to afford doing that, or be able to do that without just leaving someone out for dry or to dry.
Okay. How do you feel about the
I'm
DAP
an
system?
affiliate for Tangia now as well.
Personally, I haven't had any problems with DAPs. I haven't got DAPed. I don't think there's any true issue with the DAP system. right now. I think as long as other people maybe feel differently about it. I think a big thing also is like there would be a concern for raising issues or concern due to potentially getting dapped. Because then there's I think there's no problem with the DAP system. I think it's just a fear of people going out of the way to look for DAPs, you know?
Yep.
And that is the problem is like sometimes like let's say I posed an issue and we obviously had a problem, or you know, I posed an issue, I felt like something wasn't done right or something like that or whatnot, or let's say you didn't repair a car and I start calling you out for it, you know, then they're gonna make sure they're checking my cars. It just I don't spend time doing that. I feel like there's a worry that if you start doing that, you would in turn potentially start, you know, having someone over your shoulder constantly, you know?
And how do you feel regarding burnout? Do you feel that you feel burnt out, or are you feeling like you're able to manage your feelings on duty efficiently?
Personally, I don't have burnout, so I'm on duty every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel
So I
you
don't have any
are-
problem with that.
You feel that other officers are becoming burnout?
Oh yeah, people talk about it all the time. I think the problem is like damn near a lot of times we don't have backup. So I mean, so like I'll never get burnt out from doing my job and going out there and being active on patrol and stuff. But I get, you know, obviously frustrated, and others get frustrated as well. And when they get frustrated, it burns them out like super quick. I mean, it's just a matter of like you know, you don't get backup. You're going to the same 911 calls. You can't do anything about it a lot of the time, or you just can't go to a call to back up someone. And you know, you got civilians thinking that we're not coming to their 911 calls. People calling 3-4 times and no one's responding to them. And that just like I think that's the problem is, you know, people get burnt out on just constantly feeling like there's no break room between things.
Constantly going to call with no downtime.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially when we're low on numbers, and like Saturdays, Sundays are usually the worst. I'll say that much. Saturdays, Sundays are usually the worst for cop numbers.
Okay. And how do you feel about chain of command?
I mean, hell, it's I mean, I guess no real issue with the chain of command, but the big problem is there's not enough chain of command. There's, I mean, even this morning there was a call where we had people using a higher end vehicle, and I got no one on duty to call to approve it, and you got to call before you get approval for a vehicle, like every time, right?
Yep.
And if there's no one around, then you know, I guess you can. I haven't got any clarity on this yet, but I mean, there's a concern like if I start bringing out a vehicle and without permission, am I gonna get that for? It'll be fine. I don't know. I still have to get clarity on that, but yeah, there's not enough chain of command. I mean, hell, I've been trying to speak to Captain Slacks for the past like 2-3 days now. He's so busy. I don't get a chance to, but I know he's the one I have to talk to because he's he's one of the few, you know, there's only 3 high command, right? So I need to talk to him about certain high command things, and he's always busy with other things.
How do you feel currently about your pay and the amount that you use for your equipment and or vehicle?
Terrible. Literally, this is the worst thing ever. Like, as someone who's constantly driving a vehicle, always actively in patrol, or hell, even in a pursuit sometimes, it is so damn bad. Okay, repairs cost like $2,000, and that's like, I think like 4 hours of work, maybe 4 or 5. That's like a whole day for most people. And I usually do like, you know, 6 to 8 or maybe sometimes 10. Right now I'm doing a lot of hours, but like if I pull out a car, it's typically not repaired. It's most of the time not repaired. Like I'd say if you roll the dice, it's like you got a 75% chance that you pull out a car and it's not repaired. And that's because, well, 1, people probably don't have the money to do it, or 2, they're just forgetting to prepare it, or 3, they just, I mean, they're a cadet and they just got hired. They don't have any money to afford it. So money wise, the pay it's bad. We to replace an engine, it costs like
10
I think
grand.
$12K right now. It could be more or less. Yeah, $12K. And no one pays for that right now. So for example, like the idea right now, we're supposed to come up with a way to work together and pay for all these, but we haven't fully, you know, figured that out yet. but like right now, the current like thing is you know you have to work with other officers to try to figure out a way to pay for it. But what happens when a cadet or a probationary officer just gets hired or something and they pull out an engine and it's like this out of 6 out of 10 and the engine, where are they paying? Are they just gonna bite the bullet and pay the 12K, or am I gonna pull out the car and I barely drive the car and pay the 12K, or we just repairs are so expensive and we don't get paid enough to cover the repairs and patrol. We don't make enough money. Like I said, if you clock on average like 4 hours, your 4-hour shift will go into that repair. You will not make any money.
Yep. How do you feel about your relationship with your other colleagues within the police department?
Jenny's so good at this.
I would say most people I'm fine with.
She actually cares. It was a good thing to suggest her at the meeting. Holy shit.
I think I haven't had too many issues with anyone in particular, but I like to yeah, I like to think I don't really have too many issues with anybody, really. I mean, I'm pretty well-rounded. I feel like most people I run into, like I'm all good with, and I like to keep good relationships with as many people, if not the entire PD. I mean, at the end of the day, we're working together, so I don't like having any animosity or bad blood for anybody. I mean, there's certain times where like issues have arisen. There's one officer in particular that I think is been a little bit questionable as far as like I think mentality or attitude, but that's just my personal opinion.
And how do you think the public perception of the PD is?
I think it's the worst it's ever been. I think it's worse than it used. I mean, hell, honestly, 5 years ago, I don't think it was this bad. And I know the old PD is referred to as a failed PD and stuff, but I think the insult is like the old PD is referred to the failed PD, but the new PD right now, with at least for in regards to public perception, is definitely worse. Like the public, the only time things are ever posted on cops in public is never anything about how they're good. It's always about how they're bad, or something bad happened, or they don't respond to 911 calls, this, that, and the other thing. And it's like me hearing that, it gets frustrating. I know other officers. I know another officer specifically who hears that, and it really frustrates them, almost to where they don't want to, like it's just tiring. They're tired of dealing with it, and it frustrates them. Because some of us are really out there trying to like do our best. We just can't do everything.
That's true. Sorry, I just lost my question there. Give me one moment. If you had a choice right now, you could click your fingers and one thing could be fixed within PD. What do you think is the most pressing thing that should be fixed? This is personal. Like if it's just something that gripes you, that's fine.
I can only choose one thing, or can I choose several?
Well, the thing that you right now feel is the most that's going to change on duty and help you the most to change this very instant. You can go on and give several after. Go for several.
If I had to choose one thing that would be the biggest problem, oh man, this is hard because I gotta choose. Okay, I think there needs to be more officers, and the officers who are around need to be out there and focus on the civilians and the community out there more than ourselves.
Okay. And what are the other things that you think need fixing?
Interesting.
I think so. More numbers. We need more officers. We need more quality officers. More good officers. We need more officers that are going to be out there, be very big patrol people, because at the end of the day, that's what we need is more patrol people, more people responding to 77s, not more people arguing with one another or discussing issues with, discussing issues for too long at a PD. Basically, we need more patrol officers, people who are going to be out there and be on the streets and want to be out there in the streets and back each other up. A second thing is we need a better pay. We can't, like I said, 4 hours of shift covers like one repair. We need the repairs covered. We need engine replacements covered.
Mhm.
And I think those are the two big ones right now.
Okay. Michael, do you have any questions?
No, I don't know. I don't think I have anything really.
Do you think that this audit will benefit PD?
I hope so. Yeah, I really do hope so. I hope that the things that need to be changed is we need more people in positions to actively do more things. Chain of command, more numbers, and better pay. I mean, that's it. We get more officers. We stop having the issue of people not responding to calls. We stop having the bad community oversight because we have officers go in to respond and check out the 911 calls.
Yeah, naturally from filling out those roles and padding numbers, things will naturally fall into place because you have that reliability. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's very true.
and I mean the officers who are employed, we need to have a harder focus on being out and patrolling instead of being at MRPD. We want to spend the majority of our time out on patrol and not here at MRPD, right? And then yeah, just I think more of a chain of command. So obviously there's only around like 6 seniors right now. I'm not sure how the total amount of PD there are total, but I know at the end of the day the captains are there's only 3 captains, and sometimes if one captain isn't around, most of the captains are pretty tight to their shift for the most part. So if the captain isn't around, I mean there's it is rough when they are basically the captains aren't around. There's no one when they do come around. All the time that they haven't been around will now be leading to more meetings and stuff and getting more busy.
Yeah.
And
it's a
I think
continuous
that
cycle.
yeah, and I think that becomes a problem because then they don't have a feel for the shift. They don't have a feel for the patrol or the numbers and whatnot sometimes because they're busy. And I get that. I'm not blaming them for it. It's just they're backed up with paperwork or upon meetings upon having stuff, and that's just hard.
Higher pay
for
is not.
them.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost impossible to be able to go on patrol or.
That's why like the
do any of that
system
kind
of
stuff 'cause they're
having
busy with other
them.
things.
Like when they find somebody, the money goes into PD.
Do you have
rather
any
than
questions
the
for
state.
us? You are the deputy mayor.
Let me ask you something. Do you think, if you were to look at it from your point of view right now, do you think Max and I are trying to make PD worse or better?
I would assume better, but to be honest, I don't really have the full context as to like.
Well, with the context you have, from what you've heard, like what people have told you, etc. Does
From
it
what
seem
I've
like...
heard, it's supposed to be. You guys are supposed to be helping to make things better.
Okay. Do you think we are, or do you have like your reservations about Max and I?
I mean, I haven't seen anything ill-willed or anything wrong. I haven't seen anything change yet, but I do know that I understand you guys are auditing to try to change. So, I mean, like I said, all I can base off right now is that you guys are trying to change something. Nothing has actually happened yet, and I think that's the big thing is that once things actually start happening, then things will start changing, right? And if I start to see changes stuff, then obviously that's gonna be for the betterment, and that's what we need, and to solve these problems. It is a little disappointing though that it feels like we couldn't do this change ourselves, and that someone else has had to push us for change instead of doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree with you. All right. Well, good answer. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for us, Suarez?
What do I owe you?
How does this how I spoke about this?
On a crop
Is
top?
this a similar feeling, or am I
No, you are pretty much. I'll with full transparency, I've taken barely no notes because everything you're saying is pretty much my report. You're pretty much just confirming at this point the issues that I've already identified.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, you're being helpful because all it's doing is it's adding validity to the issues that I've found, and you guys, you're just like you've come in. Everything you've said so far, are things that we've already touched upon, and
more
I do
moonshine.
identify as issues that are inhibiting you from doing your job efficiently.
All right.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, Suarez.
All right, that sounds good. I guess I don't really have any questions apart from maybe when is today the day you guys plan on moving on things, or what is the timeline?
Today is the day that I'm going to give my recommendations over to City Council.
All right, and that meeting is
Why
today,
hasn't there
right?
been a budget given?
Well,
Okay,
tomorrow
it's a
for
little
me.
later, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's,
Ask the federal government.
Tomorrow morning for me.
dude, goddamn. Okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to speak on.
Yeah.
Well, I think if this.
Don't hesitate.
No, I'm just trying to think if this is even necessary because I guess.
And if you want to say it, then yes, it's necessary. 'Cause it's part of your opinion.
Yeah, I was gonna you know what? No, I think that's good, honestly.
Sure, because
Yeah, I was debating if it's like really an issue or not, but I'm thinking about it. I
doesn't
don't
matter
think
if
it's
you
an
don't think it's an issue. It's still something that is worth bringing
Yeah,
up.
no,
so that we're aware
I
of.
started to think about shifts and whatnot and time zones and everything and whatnot and just like times and whatnot when people are around and etc. And I know that I got talked to about the time I was around, but then I was able to adjust that and whatnot. But it seemed like there was a large issue with like time zones and whatnot and making sure to be in the time zone where you were hired for, which makes sense. So I guess it doesn't really matter. That's I was just thinking about that, but I don't think there's anything really to touch on that because I guess if you're hired for certain shifts, you just supposed to be around during that shift. So
That's fair.
but yeah, so I guess there's really not much to talk on that. I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. All right. I think that's it.
Well, thank you very much. I've taken everything you've said and I've added it to the notes that I needed. I appreciate you being transparent with me and honest. At the end of the day, I just want to offer up advice to the PD to better serve you guys.
Yeah.
Any further questions or you have any further complaints and you think, oh, I should have told her this, you have my number.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate that. So thank you guys. And if I think of anything that I'm missing here, I'll call you or call you, Mr. Simone, and I'll let you guys know. So
sounds good.
But otherwise, I appreciate that. Thank you. And I really hope some things can start getting moved along or adjusted here for the better. So.
Well, that's the plan.
All right. All right. Well, good luck today at the meeting, guys. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Mr. Simone. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate your time.
Please.
All right.
On promoting? No. Probably have the fucking commissioner or chief of police do it.
Hello, Jordan. How you doing?
I've been better yet again.
What happened?
Some guy just tried to kill me out front. He's some guy named Donald Bush. I don't know. It's just nonstop. No, this city is a nightmare.
Not having a great day, are you? Poor thing.
I haven't had a great week, honestly, but I did have a great couple days. I'll put it that way. Anyway, no, I was gonna say one more thing. Earlier,
Yeah, go ahead.
I just remembered about the DAPS thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know that I have done things that would be deserving of that, and a lot of officers have been penalized for things much less than what I've done, if that makes any sense. The consistency there is a problem.
Lack of consistency. Okay.
Very much so. Yeah. I think you and I, though, are very much on the same page.
Yeah.
With this whole department. If you ever want to talk in the future, I'm going to give you my number. Oh, actually, I'm in the yellow pages right now.
I'll take your number.
I'm right
Yep.
there. Yeah. It's 515-5163. Yeah, I would love to talk to you about anything, honestly. We seem to be, again, very much on the same page. So. And we have similar tastes, apparently, about certain things, you know.
Okay, Jordan.
It was a joke.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Bad. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm down bad. Look, it's a joke. I'm sorry.
Like what the fuck?
I know. I deserve it. I do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Jenny. Hey, Maisie, please rescue me.
Wait, what happened?
Because
Foot in mouth.
I'm being ridiculous.
Uh-oh, what did you...
No, I'm just being silly. That's all. It's like, I'm just look. Some guy just tried to kill me again, basically.
Wait, did she just give a compliment?
Came in here and
I kind of
locked
zoned
the
out.
door and he ran away. His name was like Donald Bush. I think he's in the yellow pages right now or on Twitter. This city is insane.
Yeah.
If I'm by
what's new?
myself, I'm just like if I'm by myself, it's like I'm seriously like, do I have a target on me all the time? I only felt safe when I had Billy with me, honestly. Like that feels really like I shouldn't need to have somebody with me that I feel safe in the city when I'm outside of this building. Like it sucks.
Do you run sanitation or group 6 or go hunting?
Just anything at this point, really.
Yeah, because if you do any of those, you're probably gonna get robbed.
No, I don't. Like I only did those. I only did like Mosley's and stuff with like Billy. No, otherwise no. I don't do anything outside of this building.
With Billy?
That's the problem. Like I can't even leave here. I don't want to be stuck in here.
Wait, why can you not leave? You can just...
Like no, that's what I'm saying. Like I've been kidnapped like 3 times
like
in the
that.
past month.
Right.
Like just me leaving, I'm somehow like some kind of
Didn't Billy...
targeted I know I sound ridiculous. I'm making
Ocean
a really bad impression,
dumper?
sorry. It's just frustrating. Maisie knows what I'm talking about. It's just been, again, annoying.
Have you submitted a report, or do you need someone to write up a report about it? Because we can look into it further.
No, they did it. No, they did one. I think it was Officer Frost did it for the when they picked me up in Sandy at the Sandy Motel.
Well, if he ocean dumped her, that means she doesn't remember.
Just like, hidden on the 2nd floor until I didn't hear anything.
Shit.
You know what, Maisie? Billy accused me of like faking the kidnapping, by the way. And that was like the worst thing anybody could have ever said. Nothing. It just made me really mad.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Tanner's calling me. Give me a second. Let me answer this. I'm sorry. Hey, this is Jordan. Hey, I was wondering if I could schedule one with you as soon as possible. If you don't mind. I just came on duty, but I'm off my shift. I can come in maybe 20 minutes. Would that be okay if I do that? You're at the hospital, right? 20 minutes is fine, I think.
Well, I guess no one's safe. You be safe, Jordan.
All right, bye. Hey, no, Maisie, I'm sorry. He wanted to talk to me.
Is that a therapist?
Well, it's Tanner, but yes.
So
because originally Pixie asked me if I needed a therapist, and then I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, everything that I've been hearing about the therapist. I mean, I got a Ziggy, but everything I've heard about a lot of the therapists.
I need to show you something. Ziggy did an amazing video for me. I need to show it to you.
She has cameras.
But anyway, it was for Murphy to pay me for my services, and he never did. But I paid more for the video than what Murphy owed me, but it was worth every dime.
Wrong one.
I highly recommend his services.
With your therapists, though,
yeah, I honestly just wanted to sleep.
They need to keep it in their pants. Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, Tanner, I was really concerned about his safety for the wedding or whatever, and he knows that I was really
What is going on there?
I really kind of put my neck out there to make sure he was safe, so to speak, because people were all like ADHD and everything. Like, you know how it is here, and I made sure he had a vest. I took responsibility for that, and I got in trouble for it, but I hope that he might give me some privacy and respect from that. But no, I don't have anything interesting. Look, I'm good on my own now. I think I don't want anything outside of just being solo.
Is if a therapist tries to sleep with you, you should probably say no.
Isn't that maybe against? Isn't that against the?
Isn't that against like code of ethics?
Yeah, but.
No, I know what you're saying though. I know.
It is unreal. There's 3 of them.
Well, look, I'm just trying to figure out why I woke up with such a massive headache and my car with water damage. And maybe it was me that did it.
Never mind.
What?
you
sorry.
called that in, right? That was a 311.
No, I
you
woke up.
texted me.
This was. Yeah, I told you about that though. Yeah,
Okay,
because
that's
I'm
right,
trying to
so-
figure it out. Like, and I didn't know that about my car until hours later after I woke up. Because I was like, what? Like when she told me that, it didn't make any sense. But now I'm wondering, like, what did I do? Like, did I like just like, I don't know. That's why I wanted to talk to somebody. Like maybe I was just not in a great headspace or something. I don't know.
You weren't out partying with us last night, so
Right,
I mean,
that's
that
what
would be a
exactly.
great-
I
that
was
would be a
right.
reason,
I was
maybe.
hanging out with Billy, and I think that he like dropped me off or whatever. And then I don't know what I did after that though. I mean, I don't know if I like wanted to come back to work because that does sound like me. Because you know, I mean, if I'm not, I'm typically here. Like if I'm awake, I'm here.
You say you submitted a report.
No. But I don't even know what to report. Is what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I just want to talk to. I just want to talk to somebody, you know, and try to just. I don't know. I'm sure it's me. I'm sure I'm just being silly. Because, like I said, you know, it's been a
You're
week.
not being silly. What do you mean? No, if you're genuinely concerned and you're waking up in places and your vehicle is damaged in ways you have no idea how, so we need to get this
Like,
report
there
in.
was no wheel on it or whatever. Like, the tire was missing. That was weird. Like, my car. It's not even my car. It's Judge Cross's car that I'm borrowing. Well, I'm not borrowing it, but I bought it from him. But I'm giving, like, I don't consider it my car, though, because he's going to be back in the city and he's going to get it back. So it's not, you know, like, I try to take really good care of it. Because I don't need him yelling at me, too, just like Murphy Brown.
Do you know the report number for
my kidnapping?
Yeah, the first one. Because I do believe
First one went to incident reports.
It went to incidents.
It's linked to a laundromat robbing. And that's another thing. I told them, I was like, because about an hour after I was kidnapped, I saw a 311 or a 911 laundromat robbing. And I told Forte.
Do you know the date?
Yes, I do know, actually. I told Forte. But it would have been February around Valentine's Day.
I've got a laundromat robbery here, February 14th.
That went to instant report, though, yeah. I think it was Cornwood that wrote up the original one. I can't see it. And that's like I was telling Jenny, like, that's an issue that I have. I can't see them when they go
Let
over
me
there.
see the statements.
We don't know
I've got
anything.
statements, but I don't have any statement from...
There should be a statement from Mateo Rachich in there. At the end somewhere. And that's my kidnapping, because he's the one that came and got me. I mean, he said he submitted it, but who knows? Because, you know, there's just another, you know.
No, there's one here on the 14th, but the hostage was not
again.
you.
Okay. Well, they got me before they went to the laundromat. But again, yeah, like, I hate that I can't see this when it goes over there.
Okay.
I can follow up with. Let me follow up with Forte, and I will text you if that's okay.
Yeah, that would be
Is
great.
he on? Let me see if he's on duty. Actually,
I believe he was on duty.
Time for
Yeah,
cigarette.
he is. Let me
I think we're.
really quick.
If
I don't even know
if this keeps happening, like if it happens a third time, you know.
This is the second time with the same people, but the second time was because of Bobby Charles. I got kidnapped, so you know, it's my own fault there. You know,
It's not. How is it your fault? No,
Because
it's
I
not
left the
your fault.
building, you know?
Is there anyone else we need to audit while we're here?
I'm just asking if anyone else wants to do it.
That's thank you, Jenny, by the way, for doing that. I love that you did that because I
It's
would
okay.
love for other people to know that they can talk about things and, you know, give feedback.
for sure.
Give me just a second though. Just look for do I have Forte's number? I don't know that I do. I don't.
I'm sorry.
Is she saying 40 or 40?
Okay, give me a
I
second.
don't need that in my phone anymore.
Let me see actually. Is he in the building?
Yeah, she talked to Nax already.
Jackson. Give me a second.
Ruby? Is she awake at these hours?
Officer Forte, can you give me a call at your convenience? Should have added platonically, right? Anyway,
Yeah, but I don't know that.
hopefully he calls soon. Yeah, he'll have that though, because I gave it to him. I realized what.
Maybe she's been audited by somebody else,
He
though.
was outside, and I told him he was actually outside. He had just stopped talking to you guys, I think, and I let him know. Hopefully he calls me. Anyway, yeah, I'm.
They've got in. I have it in the recent report. But Frost took referred to
Yes,
raw.
I mean, that was, yeah. I hope I don't. But I haven't been able to talk to Frost. So if Forte mentioned anything in that report, if he added anything, it would have been that. Let me look. Of course. Oh, okay. Well, great.
Report. Refer to report number XXXX. There's no report here, so I can't.
It's incident report now, though. Oh my god. Sorry.
The PDT.
Which I can't see again. That's for sure.
So, what I'll do is I'll see if I can get my hands on that report, get everything together, and
it to the initial one. The initial one was done by Cornwood though, the laundromat one, and it would have been around February 13th.
Okay, so
about that time.
Okay, that narrows things down big time. So you submitted it to.
And like I said, it's already moved to incidents, and that's why it's frustrating because I can't
Incidents for
tell you.
Hopefully, he was the one to submit it.
Oh wait, hang on, Forte's got me. Hang on.
I'm gonna go get the vehicle fixed.
I'm sorry. You guys go ahead.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that to you, Jenny, about that one.
No, you're good. You're good. I sent you a text if you need anything.
Great, thank you. And you guys have a great rest of your day. It was nice
You too.
All right, take care. You too.
So why was Billy dating her and then ocean dumping?
Well, you know the other day when the entire house like dressed up like you?
Right.
Let's just say all of them used it as riz to get women. And the one that Billy picked was Jordan. And he started seeing her. They started hanging out.
I can't pick the camera.
Refused to change how he looked because she liked it. Oh, great. Hello.
That's not weird at all. I don't know if I should take it.
For
as a
sure.
compliment.
I'm just helping the deputy mayor or something, and then I'll be back at PD. I'll reach out. Thank you. Hey. Oh, there's more. A little bit more.
Okay. Why is there more? Why is this a thing? What did I do to deserve this?
I gotta go to the hospital.
Love Giz.
Mary, thank you so much for 23 months.
It actually is. I actually have to go to the hospital. You tackled me.
Do not break.
No, I'm actually not trolling. I actually gotta go to the hospital now.
Your ribs.
Everything in my internal organs is broken.
The house is grieving me when I'm not even fucking there.
You going with them?
Excuse me?
They're about to leave. Oh, she's taking your car, I think.
Hey, how you doing?
I would be better if you didn't get into my vehicle.
Okay, well they left, so.
They left us?
Yeah. Alright, well now.
Did you just fucking check our shit?
Yeah, but we don't keep anything in there, so it doesn't matter.
I don't fucking care.
But yes, you did.
I'm assuming that's a police report you can file for that shit.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Billy started seeing her. They started dating very quickly after like a day. Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just gonna. At least it locked it. Oh well. Hey, I do have a lockpick? I do have a lockpick. I should just lockpick it and steal whatever's in it.
Good, yeah.
Hello.
Hey Michael, it's Julian. I have a question, brother.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have keys to like properties that haven't been purchased yet? As like one of your oh fuck. I guess it's just cops then, right?
I guess.
Okay, yeah. The mayor gave cops permission to a lot of people in to view whatever properties or whatever. But I was just gonna see if you perhaps had keys or not. But it's all good. I'll find a cop to do it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for picking up.
Yeah, that's probably your best option.
All right.
All
right. You be safe, Michael.
Yeah, you too.
Later, man.
Bye. I swear to God, if people do that fucking shit in the future, I will. That's not. I can't even do anything about it, can I? Beat them up? No. Because my life is not threatened.
Yep. You have no right to defend your property. Yeah, no, she started dating him. They started seeing each other. I spoke with her about getting Billy to change his hair, which she agreed with me because she didn't realize that he was pretending to be you. And then they started dating. They seemed to be fine, and then it seems that he decided he didn't like her opinion on something, so held her at knife point and ocean dumped her.
Seems a bit extreme. So what? He doesn't like to just say things?
I don't think she liked something, and he took it personally. I don't know, but he just told me this morning that he pretty much stabbed her, then ocean dumped her. I live with him, by the way, in case you didn't realize. And apparently she can't remember anything, and she still doesn't know if her and Billy have broken up.
I was about to say, doesn't it work against him?
I mean, it doesn't. I don't understand why people think that ocean dumping people is going to get their point across, but yeah, that's what he did. And now she just made a very interesting comment, which ooh, diggity.
Wait, what comment?
Your ego's gonna no.
Oh, the comment I didn't hear because I was zoned the fuck out.
Yes.
I heard something like in the back of my head, but I didn't really catch on it.
Right, of course you did. Of course you did. 'Cause
Wait,
your ego won't go 3 sizes bigger.
What did she say?
I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Because your ego's big enough right now.
I don't have an ego. I don't know what you're on about.
Huh?
I'm gonna go back and yell at them then.
Okay, fine. Don't go back and yell at them.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna tell them, if you touch my shit again, I will fucking throw you to the wolves.
Why are you going to yell at them?
Because I'm upset that they go through my shit. Oh, they already fucking left, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
McGregor. Where's McGregor? I need McGregor.
Probably asleep. It's a Saturday.
My ego couldn't handle being in max shadow. That's true. He's not picking up.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. He's probably wasn't able to get a train ticket.
What was the color of their fucking... It was pink,
Pink.
right? Okay. Weaponized Reed? Is Reed around? Is Reed at week at these hours? He is, right?
Usually. He's probably, he might be sewer diving.
Okay, I'll pay him money.
Oh. Should just fucking told you now. It would have been easier.
Huh?
Nothing.
I should just have told him there?
Nothing, no.
Wait,
Yeah, you
what?
probably should have just told him there.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until I drove away and then I got annoyed again.
Oh.
So, are we going back to PD?
Yes, we have an interesting audit with the captain, with Aldo.
Okay. I'll drop you off if you tell me what she said.
I'll drop you off if you tell me what she said. What do you mean?
Well, you can't say that she said something and then not tell me what she said.
Okay, I mean, okay, it's no skin off my back. She said, we have a lot in common. We seem to have the same taste in men.
Oh, okay, so that was kind of what I heard, I guess. All right.
Feel better now?
Yes.
Ego being stroked?
No, not really.
Uh-huh.
So neither McGregor or Reed are picking up.
Probably both. Oops, not got anything together. Howdy, Captain Jackson. Where would you like to meet?
Call signs and
Perfect. I'm in the lobby.
Yes, I think that will help me.
Hello.
And I've actually tried to be.
Hello there, sir. Where would you like to go?
We can go pretty much anywhere. We could just go up to the roof if that's easier.
Yep, that's perfect.
But I'm not confident with
How you
Would
doing,
you mind
Deputy Mayor?
Yep, Deputy Mayor's gonna be with us if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Right, I don't know about the dispatch.
And how's your day going, Miss Hall?
It's going well. Yourself?
It's all right. It's it's rare for me to be around on the weekends, so it's like kind of the first day I've been around, maybe in like 2 months on a weekend,
Oh.
to be honest.
I'm glad to have caught you.
How's the how have you been enjoying the audit process?
It's been really good. It's been really interesting. The officers have been very honest. Honestly,
Good.
this is a very positive place, despite what's going on here. Despite like the lack of units on the ground, they all very positive and very happy. Very passionate people.
I will say, I don't know if I've said this to a couple of the auditors. I had an idea, and the other high command agreed with it. That when you guys are doing these audits, if there's any issues that arise, like let's say during this audit, I say, you know, I really hate that Jimmy Avola motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
If any issues like that arise, I'm completely okay with you guys offering to mediate if that's something you would like to do.
No, yeah, 100%. So far, I
think it would
haven't
be
had
helpful.
I haven't had anyone directly say that, so I've been lucky so far.
Okay. All right. You mind if I smoke during this?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Hey, hello, Aldo Jackson, correct? Full name?
Correct.
You currently have the rank of captain?
Interim captain.
Perfect.
I would consider my real rank senior.
Another audit.
Are you okay being listed on the officers that I spoke to?
Oh, right. We need to
I'm
fix that
more
too.
than happy. Put my name on anything.
Perfect, thank you. You will never be directly quoted in any of my reports. This is an overview, so no information will come back to you, so you can be as open and completely transparent as you want with me. My name... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't care. When I say all this stuff, this is stuff I feel, and I'm never gonna hide that shit. So
Awesome. Yeah, full transparency, that's all I want. My name's Jenny Hall. I was a officer, I'm a retired officer before the financial collapse. In my time, I was in the PD for 6 years. I helped build several departments. I was in high command. I was basically in every department you could have in the city at the time. So I am well versed in how a PD is ran, so you can speak in your lingo. I understand all of it. I understand all your abbreviations, etc.
all right.
Basically, I'm going to go through a series of questions. They're kind of freeform. You can go where you want with them. You can give me one-word answers. You can go on a whole tangent and tell me about something. At the end, I'll give you an opportunity just to talk about whatever you want to. and you can ask some questions as well. Is it good?
Yeah, that works for me.
So, what is your overall satisfaction with PD?
Overall satisfaction with the police department. There are aspects of the police department that I don't agree with. There are some things that I would like to see change. Overall, though, I would say if I'm rating it at like a 1 to 10, I'd say I'm like a 7.
What are some of the things that you feel you would like to change, as you just mentioned?
I think there's some shit that, quite frankly, is stupid. I'll give you some easy examples of some of the dumb shit. Officers can't wear fucking hats. I think that's stupid. I think the fact that we're not allowed to wear armored vests on duty unless there's an active situation. I can understand the thought process, but I ultimately think that's stupid. Can't wear gloves. There's a lot of minor stuff like that I disagree with. I think obviously I wouldn't necessarily say that our trying to think of the right way to word this. Our hiring phase could be a lot faster, or could be faster, not a lot faster. I think retention is a big problem with hiring. At least from the shit I've seen in shift 1. I can't speak on the other shifts, I suppose.
Why do you think there's such a bad retention rate?
Why are they not allowed to wear hats, though?
I tried to explain this to Malton, but to put it into words, when you say retention rate, I think the thing that comes to mind is a lot of people kind of quit or get cut. For us, it's been a lot of folk. Like the first academy, we had to cut one person entirely. Two people are very inactive, and then we had 3 that kind of stuck around and stuck with it. The second academy, we had 2 make it through to PPO. 3 are on an LOA because of stuff out of their control, and then we have 1 that's like continually getting FTO'd. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a retention rate and the fact that they're getting fired. Some of the stuff is just it's unfortunate, you know what I mean? I wish that the retention rate was a little bit better, or people were able to be a little bit more active from the people that we do bring into these academies. I'm also a wordy motherfucker, so if you need to poke me apart and ask questions specifically, feel free.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna do that anyway. So do you think that the number of boots on the ground is directly correlated with people not wanting to be on duty?
I think that's tough because as the department grows, I have seen the numbers trend upwards, if that makes sense. So I think it's, but I think as time goes on, you know, folk are always going to inevitably be, whether it be burned out or kind of get sick of it, right? So there's probably a mix, and I'm not. This department's far from perfect, right? So it's probably a mix. Some folk don't want to be here on duty, but then there's some folk that are just, you know, that are trying to be here. Maybe they just can't, right? Or maybe you know, I'm trying to think the best way to fucking word it. But yeah, there's definitely probably some people that don't want to be on duty, but I don't think it's purely just that. The best way to describe it.
Do you feel that you currently have enough experienced officers out on the streets?
I feel like we could have more, but it's getting better. I remember when I first started as a part of the skeleton crew, I mean, there was like 4 to 6 cops on duty during shift 1. It was rough. It was very rough. It's getting better, but like anything and everything, it can be improved. And I definitely think it could be improved.
Do you think the PD would benefit from having a mini academy that has more transfers in it, so you're able to just get your numbers up and get and to be able to train them without having to start from the very beginning?
I could see the benefit, but I could also see. So it's tough. I could see the benefit to that, but I can also see the desire to train folk in the way that they want to build this department, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can say for shift 1, the recommendations that I give and the balance that I try to push is for every 6 people or 7 people in an academy, we have 2 to 3 old hires. It's like a little bit of a balance. And
Yeah,
if folk have a
far
very
from
good
perfect would be
interview,
a
they have been
6,
fast
5, 6 maybe.
where they do skip the academy. Like Vivian Gray and Dakota were 2 that didn't go through an academy that were fast tracked. Albert King, he was a transfer. He's fantastic.
He's fantastic. Yeah, I do agree with that one. Sorry, I just lost my place.